Hello and welcome to the first episode of the Pittsburgh Pirates MLB The Show 19 Career Mode. Today, of course, like I said, we are going to be part of the Pittsburgh Pirates. This is the introductory episode, so today we'll be looking at the roster and the top 30 prospects. I hope to get seasons done in around 3 to 4 episodes, so we'll see how this goes and we'll see what the plan. So the first thing we're going to go over is the starting pitchers. First pitcher we have is Chris Archer. He is 30 years old, 85 overall, third slider, 4-seam, 2-seam changeup. Pretty nice stats. He's under contract for 2 more years at 3.9.6. I expect him to I expect him to stay here around for at least the 2 years, and then we'll probably move on from him. But I think he'll stay in the starting rotation. Next, what Pirates fans think is their bona fide ace of the future, Jamison Tyone, a potential 84 overall. He's a righty who throws 4-seam, 2-seam curve and a slider. His contract is up after this year, but he does have at least arbitration control to 2022. Oh, he'll be sticking around for at least, hopefully, all those arbitration years, because I'll offer him arbitration, or if we can get a long-term contract extension. So, Tyone is definitely going to be here long-term. He had no plans to move him whatsoever. Trevor Williams, the next hitter, he's 78 B potential. He grows quite nicely, and I think good pitcher, and he still has room to grow at 26. I think we'll keep him for this year, as he also has arbitration for 2022. So I don't think he'll be sticking around, not sticking around, unless he has a pretty bad season. So we'll have to see how that goes upon. Those are top 3 starters. The 4th starter is Joe Musgrove. He's another 26-year-old B potential righty, fastball sticker. He has a whole bunch of pitches. He's another person I think I will keep around, as he is eligible way to 2022. So really the only pitcher that I'm probably looking to move is Archer after 2 seasons. Now, in real life, Chad Kuhl is in single A because he's out the year for Tommy John. I'm going to keep it the same way. I don't expect to call him up from play, as he is out for Tommy John, and he is due for free agency this year. I don't think I'll keep him. I think I'll let him walk. So we have prospects in order to fill his role. So for this year, Nick Kingham, who has A potential, and many Pirates fans right now are not happy, as he has been pretty bad in real life, but he has his contract all the way out to 2024, and he could be our 5th starter, but he could also be a nice trade piece. As we go over the prospects, our top prospect is Mitch Keller, so he might take Kingham's spot here. Next, gonna go to relief. Richard Rodriguez, 85 overall, contract billed to 2023. He is going absolutely nowhere. In real life, he's absolutely tragic. And in this game, he's pretty dang good, so I don't think I'll be moving him. I think a pretty good job in the bullpen for us. Another pitcher in real life who has done shockingly is Keone Kela, 25 years old. He's arbitration until 2020. I think I will definitely keep him around till 2020. Might extend him depending on how long he wants contract-wise, but I think he'll definitely stick around. 82 with 25 years old. Pretty good. My personal favorite in the Pirates bullpen, and probably one of the most underrated relief arms in all of baseball, is Kyle Crick. 81 overall B potential at 26. He obviously has contract of 2023, and I'm going to have no plans to move him. He is going to stay here. Our relief core. Another that is hurt this year is Edgar Santana. Don't plan on calling him up because he's hurt. Definitely one I will be looking to re-sign for agency. Nice bullpen arm. Definitely will need him. We might want to trade for another bullpen arm. Lyons is a long reliever. Definitely will let him walk probably after this year. He's 31 and not really that good. I mean, another Feliz, 25, so he does have some control. I might keep him around. Might use him to trade, because he has obviously locked up to 2021. And he's old, but I'll probably keep him up for this year as his trade value is really bad. Just keep him up for this year. I really don't like paying a 1.8, but probably 1 year and done. Playing the pitcher, he is going nowhere. The nightmare Felipe Vasquez is obviously staying here. He's not going anywhere. We're paying him $6 in 2021. If we continue past 2021, definitely will be keeping him here. No chance he moves. None whatsoever. So it doesn't matter about these prospects right here. Yeah, doesn't matter. Catcher, Francisco Cervelli. He's a pretty good bat. He is making $10 million this year though, which hurts him. He's a free agent. And Elias Diaz, so only a 73 overall. Pretty good, not the worst hitting stats. He has 54 contact against righty, 72 contacts against lefties. Pretty good vision, and he's got some pretty good feeling. What I think is I'll probably keep Cervelli till the trade deadline. If we aren't where I think we're going to make playoffs, I think Cervelli is going to be a chip that we are going to look to trade. We might need a catcher eventually in the future, as none of our prospects are exactly what we're looking for. First baseman, Josh Bell. Real life, he's putting insane numbers up and probably should be the leading NL first base candidate. I don't plan on moving him. Really don't, unless he just doesn't do well this year. I mean, his contract's 2022. I think we'll keep him around unless he starts to decrease or doesn't have good of a season. Second base is a very, very interesting change. Frazier, utility man. I loved him. He has great contact, great vision, great clutch. I plan to keep him here the rest of the rebuild. Normally grows quite nicely, so I'll probably keep him until 2022, and he'll probably be our second baseman. Kevin Kramer, though, is a great prospect. He can also play short. I'd probably let him develop a little bit more. He could, since I'll re-sign him, definitely could be a piece we could use over Frazier. No, Newman here is not a second base. He hasn't played. He's played second base a few times, but he is a shortstop, and I think I'll probably change his primary to shortstop. In the secondary, he's actually played more third base this year, so I might put a secondary as third base here. He's going to be my probable shortstop of the future. He's probably going to just start immediately at shortstop, because when I show you shortstop, we're not strong there whatsoever. So I'm going to select him and fix this a while. Put his primary short and put his secondary to second. He's third. And that way, that opens future second base could be Kramer. Next, third base, Jung Ho Gong. He is ahead. He is DUI. He's done everything. He wasn't hitting the best. Just came back from actually yesterday. Hit a 2-run bomb in his first at bat. I personally like the guy. I get he has a lot of problems, but when he hits for power, he's a bat that we need to hit for power. So I think he's probably going to be my third baseman for a while, unless he starts to really decrease. And of course, we have one of our top guys, Brian Hayes, in the back. So if he starts to decrease and Hayes starts to do really well, he will definitely be the third baseman of the future. Colin Moran, another interesting prospect. I like Colin Moran. He's got some power to him. I think he'll keep him up this year. Could also be another trade chip. I mean, he could also play third. He doesn't play first or left. So he has two different positions, and I think I'll keep him around unless he doesn't want to come back. Shortstop. This is what I was saying. Our start is Eric Gonzalez. Real life, he had 6 ADL. Sort of hurt himself, but it's actually been pretty good for us. As I don't like him. Actually, I don't. He has a lot of control, but he could be one of those pieces I tried to trade. We also have a young prospect in Cole Tucker who's got called up in real life that we can just go to and go south. So I think Eric Gonzalez is definitely a trade chip. Left fielders, Corey Dixon just got back from the. He's been suffering with shoulder problems, but when he's on, he's played amazing for us, hitting around 300. He is free agent after year, but I do plan on keeping him around. I like Corey Dixon, play outfield, so I think he'll be our left fielder for a while. Reyes, probably won't make it up. He might be a bench bat. Here we go, center field. Starting Marte. He is getting on 30, but he is pretty high. He does have contract till 2021, and I think I will definitely keep him. And if we go farther, see after. But I think he's another piece that I'm not going to move. Jason Martin, little rookie behind. Ryan Reynolds, who's come up and done amazing for us this year. He's been playing, definitely shouldn't have got called down, which he hasn't yet. I think he could also definitely be our left fielder of the future. Definitely our future right there. Also, we have a prospect that we'll get to in a little bit. Right fielder, Blanco. I'm going to change this. He is back. He only missed a month of the season. So what I'll probably do is after a month of the season, I will put him back up to the MLB. Mil Cabrera has been on fire. He's hitting 320 something or 340 something. So he'll probably be a 1 year and done kind of player at 34, but it's been really well for us, and he'll start in Blanco's absence. Chisenhall, right here, I'm gonna move to Class A because he's been out, broken, whatever, everything. Chuck, they're trying to develop a two-way player. We'll see how that happens. I don't see him featuring in this career mode. And then that is done for our MLB roster. So I think you can see pretty basic overview. Obviously, our budget, we are not a big market team, but I think we are going to try our best to free up some cap and work some people around. We might not make trades initially, but see what it is. My goal is to bring the Pirates back to the playoffs and hopefully a World Series. So, I think this is all for the first episode. Next episode, we'll be going over the top 30 prospects, and the episode after that, we will get into the season. This is LT, and I am out.